Good morning to all of you. Welcome to my ethics class. In this video, in short, we are discussing the art of advocacy. How to be a successful advocate. No doubt you can speak your own local language also, but command over English, good command over language, good voice, good power of communication, good power of expression, knowledge of law. More than all these things, common sense. That is more important. And lastly, presence of mind with good health and vigor. Definitely, they help a lawyer to become a successful advocate. And in addition to all these things, control of temper is necessary. Even though you have got bombarding language power, you can express very freely without any stoppage. You can continue the arguments for hours together. But if you have the loose tongue, or if you cannot control your temper, all these things will go into Bengal. అందుకని తన కోపమే తనకు శత్రువు అంటాం. Right? And if you want to develop the so-called expression, all these things, you must cultivate the habit of learning or studying or reading the law. Reading the law journals. And you have to methodically prepare the case. You have to digest the judgment. You have to spit out only the important parts in the court. But you should not go to the court and read the entire judgment or even of course you can read the relevant important lines, because court will not have enough time to go through all these things. If you can supply a copy of the judgment to the court, then they will peruse the same at the time of leisure. So otherwise, if you study or if you read the case law, entire case law in the court, it's nothing but a waste of time. And even the judge will also criticize you. Please remember. And advocate should remember that he can comment on the judgment, but he should not comment on the judge, even during the time of the so-called arguments also. Please remember. Already I told you the 7 lamps of advocacy. So this honesty, then courage, then integrity, industry, wit, then eloquence, judgment and fellowship. You have to mind, and you have to know the 8th lamp of advocacy, that is tactfulness. Without tactfulness, you cannot survive. Even as a lawyer, as a layman also, they should have the so-called tactics. Tactics is nothing but the intelligent way of escaping a trouble. తప్పించుక తానవక తిరుగువాడు ధన్యుడు సమతి అని అంటారు కదా. And advocate should study the law, but not just read it. ఏదో చదివేమంటాం కాదండి. You have to study the law. Please remember. And you should have full acquaintance with the case facts. Without acquaintance, it's very difficult. You cannot ask the client or you can ask the clerk time and again. So that you should be thorough with the case law. And please remember, whenever the judge interrupts, whenever the judge asks you a question, so please wait till he questions the entire thing. Don't interrupt in the middle. మనకున్న అలవాటు అవతల సగం క్వశ్చన్ రాగానే మనకు అర్థమైతే ఇమీడియట్గా చెబుతాం. సో డోంట్ మేక్ సచ్ థింగ్. ఎందుకంటే అది మధ్యలో మీరు మాట్లాడితే ఆయన వేరే రకంగా ట్విస్ట్ చేయడానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి వెయిట్ ఫర్ ద ఎండ్ till the question is over. Then you think for a second and then you start answering. So please remember, you have to wait till he completes the question, because and you should consider how to give the reply. Please remember, hurried reply will land you in trouble, and hurried reply may lead you into trap also. And please remember, advocate should be able to cite the latest case law, not the age-old cases just like us. You have to cite the latest case law. Instead of number of cases, better you cite a few cases. So in this connection, lastly I want to give you a few tips. That is, work hard. Second is, be physically fit. Do some exercise a day in the morning. Then give much time to the value. Value the time. So if you see the film Vinodaya Sitam, or I think Pawan Kalyan is going to act in that Telugu movie also, you will be able to know the value of the time. Then knowledge of English. Even though we say that mother tongue and other things, local language antam gaani, but all the important major judgments they are being you have to read them in English. So knowledge of English, you must be efficient in the language, proficient in your mother tongue. Then you should not lag back in English, because English is a global language. Then read the literature sometimes. Please remember, reading literature, definitely it will give vision to all of you. It will listen vision. So please remember, read the jurisprudential thoughts of so many famous jurisprudence, legal research scholars, and also biographies of eminent jurists like an accidental lawyer but very famous Nani Palkiwala, or our P.P. Rao, Pavani Parameshwar Rao. So Padma Bhushan awardee, not an ordinary man. So study their importance. Then develop the technology, or use the computers in your profession. So that is also, I made a separate video in this particular topic. And look smart, be presentable. Then you should aim high. And please remember, develop a hobby. Continuous boring, monotony, so it will be stopped by developing a hobby. Definitely, every professional should develop a hobby. So to get rid of the so-called many. Lastly, to conclude, be dignified. Already yesterday in the class I told you how to be dignified, how to control your temperature, control your tongue, and when you have to react to the comments of the judges. All these things in the class I made you learn. I hope you learn all of them, you know all of them. So with this, I am stopping here. So this is the important basic theory of the developing the art of advocacy. Okay, thank you very much.